I am Major Brandon Maxson, Thunderbird 8, the team's advanced pilot and narrator from Ontario, California. It's great to be here at Langley Air Force Base, and today I want to tell you about the Thunderbird mission. A demonstration of the teamwork, dedication, and professionalism that mirrors that of your Air Force active duty, guard, and reserve personnel deployed around the globe. As our Thunderbirds taxi out to begin today's demonstration, the Thunderbird crew chiefs are already preparing for their recovery. Let's watch as our maintenance professionals continue to demonstrate the same level of precision on the ground that you are about to witness in the sky. Who are motivated by a passion for service and a commitment to excellence. It all started in 1953 with the F-16D Thunderjet. In just 6 days, the first Thunderbird... America's own, your 2025 United States Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron from Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada, led by Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Malapa, and known to all the world as the ultra formation flying at its finest, as the diamond is approaching from the right at a mere 18 inches apart for your 2025 Diamond Pass in Review. Was led by Major Dick Catledge with Twin Captains Bucket Bill and Lois Wingman and Captain Rob Kanaga as the slot pilot. Now look to your left as the current Thunderbird Diamond maintains precise formation in the Diamond Roll. As we fly through today, we are proud to represent America's Air Force. We are the most lethal Air Force on the planet. Now look back to the right and find Thunderbirds 5 and 6 teamed up this time to create a mirror image in their trademark, Calypso. Sneaking up on you with the sound of freedom. Now, from your left, watch as their lead solo, Major Downey, maintains a flow while performing a challenge. Slow roll. Now, from the right, Major Shoal will demonstrate the extraordinary roll performance of the F-16D with 4 consecutive APOHR at low altitude. Here comes. This is a rare opportunity to go inside the cockpit of Thunderbird 1 as Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Malafa calls for the 4 diamond pilots to perform simultaneous aileron rolls in close formation. For the opposing Night Edge Pass. The Thunderbirds are in the challenging trail formation, with each wingman flying just a few feet from the aircraft in front of them. On command, watch as they smoothly transition back to the Thunderbird diamond. Zimmer and Rogue have once again positioned themselves on opposite ends of the show line to cross at show center for the inverted pass. A difficult maneuver made even more challenging since Thunderbird 5 to your left is approaching upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, look back to your right. It's the diamond. Gear down, flaps down. Above them in hot pursuit. Look for the smoke. That's Major Downey closing in on the diamond at over 500 miles per hour. Watch as he maneuvers his F-16 to intercept and overtake the diamond directly in front of you. supersonic speeds. And while supersonic speeds are critical in chasing down the enemy, slow speed handling is just as important in aerial combat. Now, from the right, find Major Shoal, low and slow.
I was down, but now I'm up. It's all God, this ain't no love. I used to be stuck in the mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm
Watch as Thunderbird 5 rejoins with the diamond to the right as this familiar formation approaches to perform the 5-card flat pass.
You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He gave me crown back good. Yes, he did. Hey, brother.
Thunderbirds would like to dedicate this next pass to all the families here today whose loved ones are deployed around the globe in the defense of our freedoms. Thunderbird 6 demonstrates the raw power and tight turn performance of the F-16 with a maximum performance turn followed by half human ace. cherish. Sisters in arms, who are providing unrivaled air, space, and cyber dominance around the globe. Approaching from directly in front, your 2025 Thunderbirds and the inspirational Delta Burst. Thunderbirds, your Thunderbirds prepare to land. We hope you have found today's performance inspirational. It is the culmination of hundreds of hours of training and preparation. As our F-16s come to land, we'd like to thank you for your continued support of the United States military and the Air Force. It has been our great honor to represent America's airmen with our performance today. The Thunderbird officers and enlisted representatives are planning on coming forward to sign some autographs and talk about the great opportunities that exist in today's Air Force. This will take place along the crowd line, directly in front of the jets. We hope you'll stick around, give us the opportunity to meet you, sign some autographs, take some selfies, and let us answer any questions you may have about serving this great nation. Please visit us at airforce.com/Thunderbirds or follow us on social media at AF. Now, I'd like to take some time to recognize some of the men and women who made it happen. It is my pleasure to introduce you to an important group that represents all of our Thunderbird enlisted professionals. In the center is our line chief from Locust Grove, Georgia, Technical Sergeant Peyton Purcell. Crew Chief, Thunderbird 1 from Forest Falls, California, Staff Sergeant Ian Hauser. Assistant Crew Chief, Thunderbird 1 from Sidra, Puerto Rico, Staff Sergeant Jonathan.